This year we're seeing two different smartphone manufacturers implement an always-on display feature to their phone. One is the Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge, and the other is the LG G5. Today I'm going to show you how to enable, disable, and configure the always-on display on the Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge. Now I have the Verizon version of the device, and by default this feature was enabled. Now it doesn't matter what Samsung or anybody else tells you, having this feature on will use more battery than if it's off. The amount of battery it will use varies depending on the option you pick, and even the screen brightness as well. But just having this feature on will use, even if it's just a little bit more, it will use more battery than if it's off. So to access this feature, we're going to launch the settings. We're going to scroll down and then tap on the display and wallpaper option. And then as you see here, we have an option for always on display. If you tap on that, we have a toggle at the top. This is where you're going to go to enable and disable it. So if you don't want this feature on, just come into this section and turn it off. That's all you have to do. Now down here toward the bottom, we have our different options that we can choose from. By default, it's set to a clock, but we can also choose to show a calendar, which is also a calendar and a clock, or we can pick an image. We have an option to select the style. So right now, as of doing this video, there are 7 different clock styles to choose from. So what we have to do is tap one that we want, and then lock the screen, and we'll see that show up. If we wanted to look at a different one, we just tap it, and then lock the screen, and it will show up. Now these images will move from time to time. This is done to prevent burn-in and to keep your display as good as possible. So it moved, and it will continue to do this constantly. Now, like I said, we also have calendar options. And we have 2 different calendar styles to choose from. And again, you just tap on the one that you want, lock the screen, and it will automatically change. And just like you saw before, this calendar will shift down every few seconds. And we even have 3 different images to choose from as of writing this. We have a space one that looks like it has planets in it. We have a space one that looks more zoomed out. And then we have one that's trees. This is just if you want something decorative on your screen instead of actually being shown the time or the date all the time.